What is going on, Laker fans? Thank you very much for tuning in. Lakers Talk Daily. A little bit of a different background today. Today we are in our conference room. Still talking Lakers basketball. Monday through Friday, we're continuing to do this now. So I've been doing it now really since the season started. So Monday through Friday, talk Lakers basketball. Please subscribe to our ESPNLA YouTube channel. We greatly appreciate it. Continue to put content out there. Today's episode, we are talking about the state of the Los Angeles Lakers. And, oh, by the way, kind of add this to the forefront as well. LeBron obviously goes out with his injury yesterday with about 5 minutes left to go, that groin injury. So let's start off with this. Let's start off first with the groin injury for LBJ, and then I'll just kind of get into the 2-9 start for the Lakers. About halfway through the mid-quarter, LeBron said this post-game yesterday, I didn't do anything extraneous on the play. Just when I landed, I felt a little spasm or strain in my groin. So immediately, I had to come out after that on the next play down when I went to the free throw line. It's funny because immediately when you start thinking about LeBron, you think about the groin injury he had his first year with the Lakers, which really kind of ended that season. Happened on Christmas. Lakers were up in Golden State taking on the Warriors up in the Bay. At the time, it was Oakland taking on the Warriors. And he missed 17 games. Lakers, he never really looked like he was the same. Lakers never had a chance to rebound, and that season was over. He did say that it's not the same. Like, he didn't feel like it was something like that. So we'll have to wait and see. I think everybody's going to obviously kind of wait on Bron, but it just kind of shows I know desperation is the right word, but this is the state of the Lakers. And if even with Bron and Anthony Davis healthy, you're 2-9. Well, what the hell would that mean if Bron is not in the lineup and if Bron isn't playing for a week or 2 weeks or whatever the case is? And again, I have no idea. Lakers are playing across the street tomorrow against Sacramento Kings. For all I know, he's going to play in that game and there's no issues and there's no time missed. But they're already struggling as bad as they are with Bron in the lineup. LeBron had 30 points yesterday. He was 12 of 22 from the field. AD had 20 plus, whatever he had. And it doesn't even matter that those two guys can give you good performances. Bron had been struggling. His shooting percentage had been struggling these last few games. And then he missed a game. And even in a game where he shoots well and his percentage is well, you never really felt like the Lakers were going to beat the Clippers. Clippers don't have Kawhi Leonard. Lakers do have LeBron and Anthony Davis and Russ obviously coming off the bench. And it still did not have an effect that was a W for the Lakers. And I only point that out because maybe that's just how far the Lakers are from winning games on a consistent basis. I hate to do this, but I'm going to do it. You go look right now in the league, go to ESPN, go to the NBA standings, and it gives you a couple options. You can go to where the Lakers are within the division. Don't do that. You could go to where the Lakers are in the conference. Don't do that. Just go to the league. Go look at the league right now of where the Lakers are. And they have the second worst record in the NBA. Look at the teams that they're associated with the second worst record in the NBA. The Rockets are 2-10. Everybody knows what the Rockets are trying to do. It's very simple what the Rockets are trying to do. They're trying to go get the number one pick in this year's NBA draft and go get Victor Wembanyama. The Lakers have lost 4 in a row. They have the second worst record in the NBA. They're 2-9. And then after that, they're all teams that you kind of expect to be at the bottom of the NBA standings, whether that's Charlotte, a little bit more surprising, but I know they've been dealing with their own stuff. They've lost 6 games in a row. Orlando's 3-9. Detroit's 3-9. Oklahoma City Thunder has double the amount of wins as the Lakers do. Hell, the Kings have double amount of wins than the Lakers do. So it just kind of points out where the Lakers are and those standings of how tough it's going to be for the Lakers to get out of the mess that they're in. So that's kind of the best way that I can describe it. Look, we're all Laker fans that are on this channel. We're all Laker fans that are rooting for the purple and gold. But it's just kind of a reality play for the Lakers. You're 2-9. LeBron and Anthony Davis have been playing most of these games. Each of these guys only missed 1 game. You had kind of a rougher schedule to begin with. However, the Clippers were playing 500 ball. You've already lost 2 against them. The Utah Jazz, who the hell would have thought they're 10-3 up to this point, you lost 2 against them. You even lost to the Blazers. The Warriors are struggling. You lost to them. One of your wins is against a Pelicans team that needed 10 things to go right in the final 2 seconds to walk away with a win in that game, and the Lakers did, so you could give them credit for that one. But the light at the end of the tunnel for the Lakers, I don't know where it is. I know they got some winnable games coming up, but what's your definition of winnable? Because if I say, oh, well, they got Sacramento, Brooklyn, Detroit, and the Spurs coming up, I can also look at it this way and say, okay, well, the Kings actually have 4 wins. They're 4-6. That's not awful. They hung with the Golden State Warriors, should have probably beat them. They didn't. They beat the Cavs yesterday, which we all know Cavs are a really good team in the Eastern Conference. I could look at Brooklyn, who have won some games since Kyrie Irving has went out, and they all of a sudden are figuring out how to play team basketball. So, I mean, even the Spurs, who nobody really expects much from, they're 5-7. They've won 3 more games than the Lakers. I think they've lost 5 games in a row. So there's no game on the schedule for the Lakers that you feel like is that they're going to have an advantage in. There's no schedule for the Lakers. You're going to say, you know what? Lakers are going to be good on that one. So that's the position that the Lakers are in. And until they convince you otherwise, it's tough to give them the benefit of the doubt in any of these games. So yesterday, nothing different. You look at the Clippers and you say, oh, well, Clippers are playing just 500 ball. You know what? They've been struggling as well. Well, against the Lakers, they look great. They played much better yesterday than they did in game 1 of the regular season for them. It was game 2 for the Lakers. So even when you take on a Clippers team that hasn't been playing all that great of basketball, they outscore the Lakers, I think, by 17 in the first quarter, by 10 in the third quarter, and they end up winning the game in double digits. So they kind of had control of that game the entire way. So Laker fans, this is basically, simply put, just talking about the state of the Los Angeles Lakers. You got your thoughts, you got your solutions, you got your ideas for the Lakers. Put them down on the comments below. We always appreciate you guys being a part of the show. Please subscribe to the channel. It takes 2 seconds to subscribe, and trust me, it's worth it. ESPNLA, like I mentioned, is putting up a lot of content on YouTube. It's one of our goals right now to drive up the subscribers with YouTube. We'd appreciate subscribing to the channel. I'll be back tomorrow. Appreciate you guys being a part of the show, and hope you guys have a good rest of your day, Laker fans.